Lizards are a great creature to craft because they come in so many different colors. And what's unique about this one is that you use things from around the house to make him. So take a look at the lizard and you can see there are a lot of different colors and textures there on his body. Now the way that we're going to get those is we're going to start out with some air dry clay. We'll also use some glitter glue and acrylic paints. So make sure you have some paint brushes and some water to clean your brushes and some things from around the house to make your texture. So to get started, what you'll want to do is to cut out a pattern of the lizard, which you can get on the website. And this one's on cereal box so that it's a little bit stiffer. So make sure that you roll out your clay so that it's big enough to fit your template on top. So use your roller to just kind of get it all smoothed out. And you want it to be pretty thick and pretty even. And you start out with about a pretty big ball of clay, about the size of your fist. Now you're going to use a plastic knife to just cut around your pattern. Take your time doing this, and you can drag it through the clay like this and pull away the pieces as you go. And since you're working with a pretty thick amount of clay here, then you'll want to save this for another project, so make sure you put this in a plastic bag. All right, so once you have your lizard all cut, you can start making texture with your different items. And let's just pull this away. And I'll just cut out part of my lizard here so that you can see how we make our texture. So let's flip this guy over to the side. So you can use a button, and when you lift it away, then you have a relief. That's a kind of cool way to make the back. You can also use little cardboard tubes to make marks on the feet, or you could use that for eyes. You can also use things like bottle caps to press along the edges and make marks like that. And then, once you have your pattern complete, then you can let this dry. So you'll just set that aside. Now this is going to take overnight, so you'll need to flip it back and forth and let it dry. Now when you're ready to start painting, what you can do is get your brush, get your paint, and just do a little bit of paint onto your lizard. And see, now there I get a really bright coat on the top. If you want to spread that out a little bit more, then you can wet your brush a tiny bit and then bring it back onto the paint. And that creates a little bit more of a wash. You can do this all over your whole lizard. You can either get down into those nooks and crannies, or you can leave these areas white and highlight them with your glitter. So we'll let this dry. Now, of course, you could continue painting this whole guy pink. All right, or any color that you choose. Now, when you're ready to start adding some glitter glue, what you can do is bring it in to the recessed areas, and you can add to fill, or you can add little highlights. So maybe you want to do some textures around the top here and add little drops. All right, or you can even brush this all down and use your paintbrush to spread it around. Now, when you have this all just exactly the way that you want it, then what you can do is, like on the screen one here, bring it over, show you, you can just spread a layer of your glitter glue over the top. And this will act as a sealer for your lizard. And you can use a thick foam brush to just spread that over the top of your whole entire lizard and seal this all in. So that gives it a nice shiny coat. And you can make this completely your own.